So good evening to everyone. Today is the 9th talk of our ICT March colloquy, and we are very happy to have Mr. Rajendra Joshi with us today. So Mr. Joshi started his career from National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. Currently, he is CEO of RI Instruments and Innovation India and RI Nanotech India. Both the companies were founded by him. He is also managing director of Rinstech New Zealand Limited. He has many achievements as a team leader, for example, making of drones for societal applications like detection of natural disasters. He has 29 patents and is recipient of many prestigious awards. So without further ado, I would hand over the platform to Mr. Joshi. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I'd like to thank ICT, Marathwada campus, especially the director, Dr. Manoj. The idea is here because it's not a lecture actually. The idea is just share the idea, what we do at RI. Because I belong to a company. So my presentation or my talk, my tracking could be techno-commercial. And pardon me, you find something appealing, business between. So that's my blood now. I try to avoid that. Pardon for that. We'll talk more philosophy here. Of course, I will discuss a little more about Raman spectroscopy. We have 1 hour, it's more than enough time. So this, the most important is we all are fighting with the bad times, COVID, international crisis. And somehow we have to come up. But we started our factory in a bad time only. Bangalore unit last year we started in a bad time, but the show must go on in the philosophy. What we have learned, every pandemic, every bad time teaches something, every time. Where we are lacking at this moment, a proper detection. A proper detection. Because detection is more important than joy. Most of the times we are fishing in dark. It's truth. Today some article says something, tomorrow I get something different. Things happens. It's the right time for the nation, basically countries like India, developing countries like India, to prove at world level to have some kind of advanced detection techniques. In lieu of this, I have given you a link here. We have established one virus laboratory, virology laboratory, user factory, getting thousands of samples. But, it's not so easy to comment on something. Okay, I got COVID. This COVID is not COVID. It takes time, but our trials are started, and we are always with all institutions in India, those who want to come forward with some kind of device, because we are not for devices, making India devices. So we are always there to help them, to assist them. This company actually is, the thing for people started in 2011. The idea was to make something in India, basically upper end machines. And the initial time was very difficult actually. Because the reason is, I give you 2 examples here. What happens? Because due to lack of money, is for mental set, we believe on tried and tested. Second thing is, the problem comes is our mindset, including me, our mindset is important. 4 साल तो निकल गया था, 5 साल उस mindset को change करने. It took a long time. I do feel that, Initially, you can't believe it. First urban spectrograph we sold to US, then India. It's the truth. And today, you'll see about the largest company. So we have different kind of machines. We have more than 80, 90 products now. 80, 90 products. Spectroscopy, polymer testing, spectroscopy, solar simulation, mounts of these things. We have several factories. So we are this one of the strongest area. Yeah, this kind of stories happens with everybody. This I will talk a lot more when we meet personally sometime. And other beauty of our company is what? I think there could be some students listening. They want to be entrepreneur in the future, successful entrepreneur rather. They want to be a job provider rather job seeker. Both are good, but choice is yours. When we started, most of our products are our own patents. That's the beauty. Out of 33, we have around 28 are use selling commercial products. See, we become a successful entrepreneur. Only thing is, if you have our own technology, if you have, we are not depending on someone, because this is very important aspect. What I did learn in my company, it helped us a lot. And you see our software, RI Spectra. There are 2-3 softwares in the world in applications areas. They come from the military work in 1957. The first time you get a software, I'll discuss more on that. And I'll send some copy of the software to Dr. Manoj sometime. Have a look at that. We think one step advance. Normal softwares, they work out on second order polynomial, variance equal to ax plus b. But we thought of something different. Up to second order polynomials. Variance equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And you see the beauty of the software. We'll come on that. So where we apply these machines, I need not to tell you. You all know better than me. In applications, you all know better than me because every day you read books. Books are the best. Teachers.
Dr. Joshi, sorry to interrupt you. Your voice is a little bit like noisy. It's not clear.
Okay. Let me see. Now it's okay, Dr. Manoj? It's little better?
Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah. So that's better now. You can hear properly now because I just change the settings. Okay. It's okay, fine. So just a brief of the company. Our head office is in Uttarakhand, right, where I'm sitting at the moment. It's called Haldwani before Nainital, where we have 2 factories. Our first factory we started was in Madhya Pradesh, a place called Siddhi, our instrumentation factory. Then after 2-3 years, we grown up to second factory, Uttarakhand, third factory, now 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, like that. So right now we have around 7 to 8 production units in India, 2 in overseas. We have the privilege, the only Indian multinational in terms of scientific domains, producing in different countries. We are already started our production in New Zealand 2 years ago. Now Germany, we are coming in Munich, and Dominican Republic, we are coming. So this is all about, we have our overseas presentations. Now one more thing I would like to tell Dr. Manoj also, we are coming up with a very mega project, RI Gamma Nano Hybrid Graphics City in Nandi Hills in Bangalore. This could be one of the largest nano township in Asia, 2,000 acres. There will be 17 factories inside. The work is started already. It's around 20 kilometers from Bangalore airport. The idea here is make raw material and products, several products inside. So this I will invite you sometime in future, see the concept, how we do that. And see here, the slide is showing what? When we say a company, our philosophy is something different. For our all overseas projects, we try to collaborate with institutions. Because our idea is, in India, we have started now, funded one very big laboratory in Southern India, Women College, funded by us. We believe in a lot of fundings. See, the idea is, call the students and at our level, come to at our factory, scale it up. At this pilot level, see what happens sometimes, because we do something very good, but finally when we go to scale it up, because finally we have to make a product. So that is somewhere I found when I started this company, we are lacking somewhere in India. So I started drive on that. Every year we keep a fixed budget for that. But that budget could be utilized for developing this kind of infrastructure inside institutions. Now for all our overseas projects, we are now making 4 big centers in India. South we have started, I'm looking for 3 more in India, east, west, north. Okay. These are our factories, some photographs are there. And in New Zealand, our partner is Agritech Engineering. It's a 50% owned company by Agritech Engineering and RI Instruments. Right? Agritech is one of the largest companies in the agriculture domain. This slide is important for all scholars are now watching this slide. When we say, this I tell to our engineers also, thousands of people in our company, better R&D means what? Reduce the cost, or at least maintain the cost. We do so many R&Ds, but it should be affordable. It should be affordable. Second problem, I am from the same background, same resources. Yeah. We make a project inside a laboratory, and we feel that's a success. Sorry, but it's not a success. Actual research starts when you make a product. Project is just 20%. If I go to a laboratory, we have so many, I think a few of our chief scientists are currently joined there. You go to laboratory, I mix one chemical to other, I do one wire to other, something will come out. Nothing big, rocket science with that. But is it scalable? That's important. Is there demand for that? Can we sell it out? That's important. At RI, our vision is commercialized science. We make anything annually. We try to earn money by selling the technology and producing it. That's what, see, this helps us to create more employment, more employment. You know, that's our vision here. Make your product and sell the technology. For information, over 10 or 11 technologies are sold in US, Dominican Republic, and Israel. Already products started with big brands. So that's actually the vision of this company. And the last line I've written here is actually our operating philosophy. You'll find this written in every factory. Say what you want to do and do what you have said. That's a very strong philosophy. We follow this very strictly, modern strictly, right outside. Right. So when we make any kind of company, we have to take some vision. What is our vision? See the machines here. Please don't mistake me. I'm not against any important export. What I'm saying is my personal perception and personal opinion. These machines will give you everything less than 5 crores. Everything less than 5 crores, automatic. And 80% we have achieved. It's possible. It's possible. And in that price also, we are getting huge income. So this explore more the vision. Because we never tried actually. We never tried. So in RI, we are very strongly committed for this thing. Maybe after next year, you'll find a complete package of all these machines. So that's our vision. Of course, we are going to success on that. So here now I'll skip few slides because I've written our expertise. Expertise nothing. It's a crazy word here. So I read now. Let's come to the subject. There are more than 100 products now. Let's talk now today, Raman spectroscopy. Because this area you are from Institute of Chemical Technology, chemistry, Raman, highly employed, and we are known for this. So I will take some time in this subject. Idea is let my co-passengers, my friends, understand the layman language. What is basically Raman effect? See, professor scientists might be knowing it, but you may not be knowing also. There are different kind of stuffs we have in any seminar that you have. So just imagine there are 2 students in a class. One is X, one is Y. I ask X, what is Raman effect? X may say, one color change into another color. It happens now. People say like this. And Y say, one color appears to other color. Which one is correct? Philosophically, both are same. But fundamentally, who is correct? The guy said, one color appears to other color. It's actually Raman effect. Because color cannot change, without a chemical reaction. What happened? When Sir C.V. Raman was traveling towards Mediterranean Sea, he found the color of water color changing. Actually, some substance falling on water was actually responsible to change the color. So the thumb rule number 1, I am talking a term substance. So Raman is a substantial change. You have to use the first word, Raman is substantial change. Some substance falling on water, which was responsible to change the colors. You might be knowing most of them because I came to know this fact about Sir C.V. Raman. When I was in Manchester, I came to know from there. He booked his ticket 6 months in advance to the confidence level. I'm going to get the Nobel Prize. People might be knowing this story. Now, when I say Raman spectroscopy and fluorescence spectroscopy, Raman and fluorescence spectroscopy, these 2 terms come always together. Optically brothers. What is elastic scattering? What is inelastic scattering? Today we'll understand what is signature. What is signature effect? Raman is a signature effect. We have to understand this fact very nicely. What is signature effect? I'll give you an example. My name is Rajendra Joshi. If you see my signature in bank, it looks like I'm writing idiot. It's not for mine. There's no R at all. Once my account is opened, bank has nothing to do with my name. Bank will match my signatures at 3 places and check it here. So understand the philosophy of signature. Raman is actually signature effect. There are 50 scholars in class. Same teacher, same campus, everything same. All are not getting same marks. Everything is same. Signature varies. Like I say, there is one coaching institute in India. 30 people got IIT selection. All 30 got, but signature again not same. Not same IIT. Again, same IIT may not be same trade. Right? The signature cannot be same. So that's the signature effect. We have to give a strong answer to our examiners, somebody asked, say Raman is signature effect. Understand the signature. It's not something kind of a chemical analysis or radical analysis. It gives the signature actually, photon emission. Elastic scattering of photons. Not elastic, elastic scattering of photons. In my few slides, I'll make it clear by some examples. What is elastic? Was elastic scattering. But one thing is very important. I will not take much time, otherwise it takes a lot of time. We must understand two scientific terms. Basically, what happens, Dr. Manoj, our scholars read books, they read some forums and the calculations. But we must understand what is reflection, scattering, and diffraction. Make this term very clear. But today, I will not go into the much detail. But I will just say Raman is scattering. It's very low energy scattering. Very low energy scattering. Because if say the energy level is very high, the philosophy will change, science will change. It could be secondary emission, back scattering, etc., etc. Right? Now we have to understand what is diffraction pattern and what is scattering pattern. I will give you an example in my next lecture sometime. Right? But right now, just understand the layman language. What is scattering and what diffraction. Today we talk about only scattering. And that too, low energy scattering. Scatters, When we say Raman, you might have seen so many graphs, Stokes lines, anti-Stokes lines, rotational bands, vibrational bands. We need not to confuse on these things too much. Stokes lines and anti-Stokes line, they are rotational lines and vibrational lines. How? I define you how here. Just imagine you are playing cricket match in the ground. The ground is same, players are same, umpire is same, everything is same. Just imagine first case, Dale Steyn is bowling. Dale Steyn is bowling. You cannot see anything before the first bounce. After the first bounce, you could see some in-swing and out-swing. Now in second condition, imagine Muthiah Muralidharan is bowling. Pitch length is same. Everything is same. But you could see a lot of things happen before the first bounce. Why? Because Dale Steyn was throwing the ball and Muthiah Muralidharan was releasing the ball. Difference is there. He kept the energy level very low in the same path. So I could able to measure scattering light, rotation, and vibration from both the lines. Both are nothing, just a mirror image of each other. Just mirror image of each other. Right? So these things are like that. About theory, all these things, you read in books, right? Understand this is. Don't get confused on these things. Because just nothing. If you're getting Stokes lines, more than enough. More than enough. Yes, for your advanced teachers, you have some advanced studies. You may go study all these things, right? But fundamentally, Stokes lines are very important. Now see here. See this slide very carefully. In Stokes lines, the photon emits from 0 level to 1 level. In anti-Stokes, it will never come to 0. This is the beauty of Raman scattering. The moment photon excite to level 1, never come to 0, because what I'm showing here is a 2D frame. If you see from 3D, it will never be 0. I give an example how it happens. I am running a company of multi-million. Just example take it. Just for example take it. I am running a company of multi-million. Suppose tomorrow I close my business, or something happens. Company is lost or something. You cannot find me a bagger in Mumbai. Impossible. Impossible. Because that level achieved. By any condition, I cannot come down from this level. Right? Same thing happens. That level we achieve up to 0 to level 1. Photon achieve the level, it never comes to level 0. Okay. Always remember that. So that's one reason, the next slide. What happens nowadays is fortunately or unfortunately, we people are thinking this material science has become a peak science. It's not. Material science is not a peak science. Because I felt sometimes, we are get, his peak is small, my peak is high. In the y-axis, you are writing arbitrary unit. It's arbitrary unit. Intensity is fine. But Raman is a signature measurement. Raman is a signature measurement. If there are whenever in Raman lines, you cannot avoid spectroscopy, Rayleigh scattered lines. They are very strong lines. They are very strong lines. I give you, I'm asking you, take a photograph of an elephant and ant together. Can you take it? Impossible. No camera can take it. Either you have to take elephant out or ant out first. Right? This is all light science. Raman is nothing, it's light science. So we expect some time from my co-passengers to know why your peak is coming down, or is RLS cut line are so high, your Raman line is so low. That's not right. We have to take the elephant out from the frame first. Use a different kind of terminology here that we call filters. Okay, we'll talk later. But right now, the science is relative. The term is relative. In science, we talk relative. What happens, Raman is getting, I tell you. Suppose from this distance, I am slapping a baby of 1 year, like this. Baby may cry. Now I'm slapping from the same distance, boy of 15 years may not cry. Now from same distance, you are slapping me. I will say, "Mujhe शाबाशी दे रहे हो क्या?" You know, perception change. Perception change. Energy level is same. It's happens same. You know, sometimes what happens at 20 years, 1 years of age, a boy, see, all are adult here. I give some example. When we get married, I have only one person. Oh, I want to marry them. The boy should be handsome or something like that. And the way age goes, you know, that handsome thing comes down, then money comes up, social recognition comes up, you know, different things comes up. At 36 years, कभी शादी लेट हो जाती है, I think, अरे आदमी है ना शादी कर लो पहले. Right? He should be a man with the signature at 21 years. Only thing is the term changes over the time of period. Same thing happens in Raman spectroscopy. Most of the spectroscopic science, right? Now there are some slides I have made here. Scholars, you may take a screenshot of this one if required. Otherwise, I will send Dr. Manas. Everywhere in light science, calculations are same. What we are doing, what somebody is sitting in Europe, America, all are doing the same. In spectroscopy, light science, no jugaad works, no proven thing works. Everything calculated. Everything calculated. When I say, also Dr. Manoj asking me, I want resolution this, with grating lines this, and this one this. It will be fixed. If I say, Dr. Manoj, no, I can give you this also, then I'm an idiot. I'm totally an idiot. That's what the reason you have found. Most of the time, companies put a star mark there to confuse ourselves. Resolution 1 nanometer, one wave number, star mark. And we think, oh, that will be one. It's impossible. It's non-linear. It cannot be throughout the skin. Right? It could be at one particular point, at a particular base length. 532 while scattering, it could be at 532. See, dharam kaate mein hum truck tolte hain, wahan juta thodi tolta hai. Right? It's non-linear. It happens with everybody. Everybody, not only with us. Right? So you have to be very careful. So I am talking something and somebody talking from abroad. The basic science is same for everybody because these science following for everybody, right? So like that, there are two graphs, you know, two tables here made. I'll send Dr. Manoj these calculations later. You can circulate among you, right? Nothing here. We have to follow the philosophy very strong inside the spectrograph. Okay? The spectrograph, the detector, which actually the heart of the machine everywhere. I tell you at that time, you know, when there is an elephant and there's an ant, so these are the filters. These are the filters we use inside. Filters actually depends on the choice of the scientist and scholar, which kind of filters you want. Sometimes scientists say, I want only stock slides. One scientist say, no, I want 3% stock slides, something like that. So we choose a filter accordingly. Kitna filter karna hai, right? Calibration of Raman is nothing. You have a red laser, put a green laser, a detector pa to calibrate. I can pack a small laser light in a somewhere wrap and put something in this outside. I can sell you any price. It's just 100 rupees torch, nothing else. Nothing else. Okay. So we have to be careful with these things. We should apply ourselves. Look it now. We'll take some time here. As I told you, detector is the heart of every machine. Every spectrum. What's happening? See here. The input slit, the collimatic lens, focusing mirror, grating, linear array, then detector. Now I will take some little time here. Gratings. What are gratings? Why we need gratings? Kya jarurat hai hum log ko grating? Any detector cannot work without a grating. If I ask a scholar, he simply says a Bragg's law, L and I 2G psi theta, perfect. Kya hai ye? What is L lambda? What is L lambda? We use it here. What is 2D sin theta? You should understand. And again, I will try to explain in layman language. In spectroscopy, It's light science. As I told you, the input signal is very weak, very weak. By the time it goes to detector, in secondary detector or primary detector, nothing will be there. But we are going to measure them. So we need a device inside which can amplify my signal. But amplification, electronics you cannot use. I can't use electronics here. So we use a terminology called grating. Grating is what? You have one mirror, you have one image. Break the mirror, you have hundreds of images. What you did? Did you amplify something? No, nothing. What you did? You created a number of sources. Okay? You create a number of sources. One mirror, one image, broken the mirror, I am the same. There are so many images now. That exactly we do here. Right? Because the signal is very big. एक पत्थर को आसमान में उछालिए, try to catch it, catch me drop. Those 1,000 stones together, close your eyes, something will come your hand. So exactly your measurement. That is actually creating, right? Nothing. What you do tomorrow, go to your laboratory, you connect so many prisms together, it becomes a grating. Right? That's all. Okay? So this is the terminology of a detector side. So you learn how to make it. You all can make a detector. Those who are working with Raman spectroscope. It's not a very big science. Only you have to take care of. Expertise required. Cooling inside. I tell you why cooling is required. We go to minus 45, minus 50 cooling sometime. Right? Because it's a single requirement. This was our first Raman spectrograph, 10 years ago. Direct covered Raman spectrograph. We are the only person now, what we see, some parameters are written here. It's not, I'll not read all these things. I'll highlight 2 points. In every detector, why I'm saying this one, when you see your competition is with big fishes, you have to do something trick. Trick is not a bad word, right? Trick का हिंदी मीनिंग खराब होता है, but trick is very nice. Science is all about tricks. Tricks are good too. So what we have done here, first time we have given you continuous variable slit, right? Most of the detectors, what you find, the slit width is fixed. I said 25 micron. But okay, sometimes your professor or scientist say, fine, yeah, I'm not bothering with resolution. I want to see some signature coming here or not. Can you have a bigger slit width? I want to feed something more inside. But no chance, we have no option. Kya karenge aap? You'll buy a new detector. But in our case, you can vary the detector. We are given the liberty. You can rotate the detector slit from 0 to 600 microns. Right? Explore more. No harm. I am there to see somebody is giving you resolution, somebody is giving me resolution 1. Kal to mujhe, tomorrow I'm not getting in old price. I am giving 2. Bharatna I'm not taking it. Doesn't matter. It must be repeated. Is it 2? Fine, but it must be repeated. So that repeatability we maintain. This doesn't make a big sense, Sometimes I come across to some technical things from different institutions. Recently, I came across to I was reading something. They asked this XYZ movement, when you focus your sample over an imagogram, less than 1 micron. Knowing the factor, laser spot cannot be less than 4 micron. क्या prove करने वाले हैं, right? We should apply sense. The laser spot size is 4 micron, and you need the positioning less than 1 micron. Impossible, right? So we have to apply our sense. I'm not blaming anybody here. We must apply our sense instrumentation. Everyone can start a company here. A proper thinking and packaging and applying some good tricks inside and good software makes instrumentation company. Whole world goes like this. If you open our machine, laser from CNI, optics, Edmund and Zeiss, even our software is much better, right? So everyone can become an entrepreneur. Only you have to start it. These are our different versions. This is a wonder machine. This machine is a wonder machine it's made in India, RINS. First time we launched the machine to the world in one combo setup over a table. You can do Raman, adjuvants, fluorescence, everything. See what I've done. Micro observance and microfluorescence. Addition by RI. It's a combo setup. I tell you how I got the idea. Very cost effective. You buy these machines separately, it costs crores of rupees. You're 1/3 maintenance free, no maintenance at all. Very less maintenance cost. And the parameters. How the idea came into my mind, when I used to go to a restaurant to eat or something, good restaurants, like 4-star, 5-star. They never give half plate, I'm a poor eater and I cannot eat full plate. So I was in search of getting some combo meal, thali system. So that idea clicked in mind. Why don't we start something instrumentation, it will be a combo. Your purpose solved. The vision of RI, how can we solve your purpose in a cost-effective way? That's our vision. So that day, it originated our new system called RIMS, RI, Modular Spectroscopy Workstation. And here we have now incorporated 2 more parameters, microobservance and microfluorescence. What is microobservance? Sometimes you eat a tablet, tablet you are eating. What is the guarantee that tablet dissolved in your stomach? There are so many things we'll discuss sometime. So these kind of pharmaceutical applications forced us to think in these lines. So this is the unique features of these machines. I'll ask our engineers sometime, leave a machine with you for a few days, work in your brains. It's a magic machine. It has so many modules together. So these are the philosophy I wanted to say you, everything over a table. We take our machine in a trolley bag, 7 machines in a trolley bag. That's what you have seen in one of the slides. Our vision is carry research instrument in a trolley bag, still space left. It was used to come in a lorry, now it's coming in a trolley bag, compact. So these are some slides here, what all we are doing, this is, I'll escape these things. We are doing some imaging modules at clientele sites. Now, see, explore more the philosophy of light. You have to explore more. Now we are explored in several domains, in virology, like biotechnology. Wherever, once you say research, nanoscience, almost in a C. Then nothing is physics, nothing is chemistry, nothing biology. Material science means all together. So what is the idea here is where we can explore, how we can explore. So we have to apply some our sense, read some articles, good articles, and implement the idea accordingly. Okay, this will discuss later. This is very important. We have done last year. We explored Raman nicely in oncology research. How sometimes I just repeat once again. Few of our students and researchers might be thinking of becoming entrepreneur. Your ideas must be very powerful, and never delay in implementing your ideas. If you have an idea, just implement it. This was one of my relative. She's having actually some duct papilloma in breast. And doctor said, I was in Gurgaon, that hospital. Doctor says they have to go for a biopsy. The moment the term biopsy, chemo comes, tension starts in mind because we are human beings. And I said, doctor, can you give me permission? I want to see my sample through our Raman. So how it is possible? Please give us some chance. I requested. And I asked Kuldeep and Ananya, bring the Raman setup. And we proved it. Because even in biopsy, see, I'm not saying, I'm just talking preliminary idea. I'm not saying Raman is all for, no, not like that. Preliminary idea. I asked, because when we do biopsy, you have to stay in the cell for 20 to 25 days. Sometimes before doing some experiment, you are damaging the cells. So Raman is a non-destructive technique. You have to do nothing, just put out the cell. That's it. So we found some peaks on the cell. Neither it was malignant, nor it was bomb. Cancer have only 2 types. And I said, doctor, I'm not with the peak. She said, yeah. Then after 22 days, biopsy result came. It's a non-cancerous. After that, we have sold around 25 systems for oncology research, right? That is the idea. Implement the ideas. So then we have huge applications in forensic science. Huge applications in forensic science. Like paint exchange, hit and run cases, froze documents. We have proved these things several times in forensics, in Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, other places. So Raman is one of the strongest tactics for forensic. Very strong tactic for forensic. Because non-destructive technique. Earlier, the systems were very expensive when we say accuracy level. Now things are available nicely in India and people can afford it. This I'm giving you an example here. See, what is the example? When there is a case, it happened in Mumbai actually, a few years back. One car hit other car and the car escaped. It's Mumbai history. So one car hits other car and the car escaped. So how the forensic expert will do? they have, see, one car hits other car, there is some paint exchange on the surface. They took paint of both the cars, that car, which hit it on the escape and did analysis of the paint. You know, every car company have a different paint shop. It's a different Raman signature. They knew which brand is the car. First evidence, right? First evidence, because every car company has used paint shop, very expensive paint shop. Maruti will have a different signature, Toyota will have a different signature. They understood, oh, it was some kind of very expensive car, you know, that signature is coming. Then they finally found the criminal was there. So this is one of the largest cases. This is a miracle we did 2 years ago in forensic. I will write some script on that to you sometime. This is now PCT. So Indian Patent File have done now called PCT. One of the biggest invention we called. Total is experimental, theoretical, experimental. Through Raman and Frozen technique, हमने चोर पकड़ लिया, right? It was used news last year. So I applied this for patent PCT. So this is something amazing because I'll send this right up to Dr. Manoj, you know, how we did it, how we did the calculations actually. I did some calculations on that based on the experiment, then I collected theory, quantum mechanics, process, you know, some theories, and we came to the position factor calculation. It was exactly right. So these links I will send you all later. Here are some examples I'm giving you now. This is our first machine, Dr. Manoj, 10 years ago. One machine, this was our first Raman system. That time we were talking about signal to noise around 500:1. Today we are talking about 15,000:1. One machine costing crores, other is 1/5 of the cost. What is the difference? That 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago, the way we started. After that, we did Sabre. Now we have dozens of machines worldwide. We're one of the largest companies in Asia. Initial time was so difficult. This graph is very important, you know. When you do Raman spectroscopy, sometimes pharmaceutical samples are tricky samples. How much your Raman is performing, detector is performing, better to analyze with a sample, some tablet or something, because you have so many stock centers of plants. So this is the data, you 1 by hour, other is available in internet. The cost ratio again, Raman is 1:4, 4 times expensive. But the difference, initially, as you see a higher wavelength range, we are mismatching a little bit. Now we corrected this. But still, the cost difference is 1:4, 1:4. So they are very important. Here I have given you an example. The idea here is selection of a right machine is very important. I also come across sometimes some troubles over scientists, engineers, they face problems. It's not the fault of anybody actually. Better to spend some more time before buying a machine. Selection is very important. See here the same sample, how crazy is behaving. At 405 is Raman scattered, 532 and 75 looks like a frozen material. Right? We have one very strong parameter in our software. Resolution in 1 nanometer steps and optical triggering. What happened? When I was beginner in this science, you know, Raman spectroscopy, as an entrepreneur, people used to say, no, if the sample have high process, we cannot do Raman. Come on. Most of the sample, they are the optically brothers. Process Raman optically brothers. How can you say? There could be a sample up to 1000 nanometer or 1000 wave number. It is having a frozen signature and something after that is having Raman effect. Raman is scattered, then can you say no? You cannot say no. Right. You might have gone through details, you know. Every spectroscopic techniques you measure in nanometer. In Raman, you always say wave number. Why? Sample inverse. Have you ever thought it? Scholars, this is a job I'm leaving for you. Reply me. Why like this? I say nanomaterials, right? I asked this query several times in different forums. Nanomaterials. Scholars say 1 to 100 nanometer are coming in the range of nanoscience, nanomaterials. Why not 101? 101 ने क्या बिगाड़ा है सब? 3 के लिए, 3 decimal लिए. Why not 100, 200, 300, 4, something like that? Why? What is the reason behind it? Very rarely I get the answer because, you know, we are not thinking on those lines. Actually, I give you this answer. What happens? You might be knowing. Every nanomaterial must satisfy de Broglie equation. Now I leave a job for all you scholars, my dear friends. Solve the Gauss equation. Go to your home. One time. Solve the Gauss equation. Put any value anywhere. The value will either come 1 or 100. Try to do it. Right? Then you get the answer of this graph. How this matrix behaves like this. Okay? Fundamentally, you have to go to it. So anyway, I'll leave it. These are some comments of some scientists across the nation. Now, apart from Raman, is what we do. Apart from this one, now let's talk material science. We are having, we have 10 minutes. We are having so many areas of material science. We have so many things we are making out of graphic-based things. So many innovations we have done. We are, in our 3 factories, we are producing mass scale products from graphic. Bangalore, Prakat units. Right. We are the first mass scale producers. Right. There could be people claim it, but for production of mass scale, you need a big factory, big laboratory. Right. It's expensive. So we have so many things in this. We are supplying worldwide. We have graphene oxide based batteries. You know. We are coming a new battery plant in Hyderabad. It's almost ready now. We will operate from next year. Next month, sorry. Next month, December, I think August last week, we inaugurated the factory. It's almost ready now for production, graphene electrode production. Then we have bulletproof vests here. We're making drones using that master batches, paints and pigments, exploring more, right? These are our things or products right now. From it's a privilege to announce to today that our graphene research lab is a Y Combinator company. We have the privilege to be the first company in Asia in this domain. This is Y Combinator Fund inducted. Y Combinator is the world's largest startup funding agency in US. I recall when we got this approval, we have faced so many tough interviews, You might be entrepreneurs, you might be applying this in future. They fire you 20 questions, sometimes 30 questions in 15 minutes. One wrong answer, disconnect, right? So I'm not discouraging, but prepare yourself like that. Right? Now our graphene research Bangalore is a Y Combinator company. It's privilege for us. Okay? So here when I'm showing that we have tied up with the CSR NML, joint collaboration, 100 project. Few tests we do at CSR NML, and we do have a complete spectroscopy lab in house. All the plants, big laboratories we have. So few things, like creep, all these things. Right? We go to CSR NML because they are good in this domain of science. This you might have gone to news this one. First time we use graphene as a method sensor. First time. Now you'll find so many cars with RI sensor from overseas as well. First invention of India, the 2 years 2018 rated it top 25 auto innovations. Because in auto innovation, we have always been like never in the history. But first time it happened, it's my own patent actually. So it's very good sensor we developed. When we developed this sensor, I do recall we faced so many international challenges. It happens in science. It's good, we welcome that. Then we have batteries, so many things, And this is the battery, what now we are going to produce. First time you find a battery in the replaceable electrodes. Again, a crazy innovation, you can say. What we thought, every battery, what happens after 3-4 years, normally electrodes were bad, nothing else. So we developed a battery, you can take the electrode out and put a new electrode. ₹200 का battery फेंकना है, ₹20 का electrode खरीद दीजिए, 1 साल और चला. It's a huge success. US company has paid me huge amount of money for this technology. In India, we are launching our own batteries. Then again, you can see trick innovation. Right? This tiles you are making in Middle East now. You use the properties. See, the concept of this invention is radiation losses again convert to energy. Convert to energy. Solar tiles. You don't require air condition for that. You can find in your room temperature 26 degrees centigrade. You can even go for 24, 23, but you tell us how many tiles you have to need to calculate about it. This was some social innovation. First time we launched graphene-based sanitary pads for applications, because this was one of the areas which the society was looking since long. This invention is not in terms of you're earning huge money on that, nothing like that. Because the idea was we took the matter seriously, more than seriously. Sometimes at RI group, if I take some matter more than seriously, we don't mind what are the expenses coming on that. But in India, in New Zealand, we are making 4 to 5 lakhs tax per month. In India, we are supplying this kind of graphene oxide to sanitary manufacturers and give the formulation to them, and you can make it. Then we have several filters. This is our MR fluid, right? First company in India we make MR fluid, mandatory surgical fluids, geo-based. See, MR fluid has been manufactured since so many years from in abroad. What with geo treatment we achieved is retention time faster, right? Retention time faster. It works nicely. Then drones. This factory we have in Pune, in Qatar. This year we complete this factory. The first one started. Then we have made geo-based solar lamps for Uttarakhand for BPR families. This was the one award we got 2 years ago from Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers for battery development of graphene batteries 2 years ago. The same battery now we are producing in India and overseas. This is a question I leave on your scientists. Look at seriously this question: how we can help each other. This is a matter of serious thought. Serious thought. Because post-COVID, India can prove like anything. We are very weak in this, extremely weak in this, almost nil in this. How we can shake hands together to make our country rich in non-ferrous metals. Know what makes non-ferrous metals, right? One of our units in Chennai now, we are starting this one. So I'll talk to ICT sometime, how to shape out together. This is one of the products, you might be knowing it. It was huge, got a huge attention worldwide last year in COVID time, our university. Installed several parts of the world, more than 3,000 units installed. It's an industrial sanitizer. In India, you'll find so many airports now. Indore airport is here now. If you go to Indore airport, you'll find our university. Now all airports will cover in India. In PMO, we have North Block, South Block, overseas, so many places. It's very nice. We jointly developed it, DAE, Arakat, Neil Hashmi, UVC, sanitizer. This slide is here actually just to tell you a little more thing we have apart from business. Those who are needy, they may kindly contact Dr. Manoj or someone and apply for the scholarship, right? Every year we give around, in the memory of late my father-in-law, Sri S. Sipal. So me and my wife started a scholarship last year for needies. It's around 4.5 to 5 lakhs per scholar. They should be below poverty level or something. We have a committee, they review it and do it. And total project we have funded around 38 so far, big funds, different institutions, colleges, R&D labs. That's a part of the business. What I said in the beginning, we always keep some money for that. The idea is not to achieve something. The idea is let them bring to factory and learn as a pilot line at least. So I quote this several times normally. What Albert Einstein said is correct. If I can't explain it simply, I don't say it well enough. There's the idea in your company, you make measurement very easy. Even a layman can understand. So try to make the science so simple. Science is very simple. Our duty is to make it further simple, further simplest. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your wonderful experience. And so the floor is now open for questions. So please, I request to unmute yourselves and go ahead.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, Dr. Joshi, I will start actually. So it's very brainstorming talk. I think it's less than 10 years you have done like very good achievement. And I think that it's not possible to finish it in one lecture. So we may have some lecture in the future, specifically like material chemistry and so on. So I have a couple of questions. So you mentioned that the Raman spectrometer having like various kinds of applications. Have you done any in situ kind of applications there?
Yes, in situ we have done. In situ we have done for batteries, several places. Battery application and HPLC in situ we have done for pharmaceutical applications. One of the pharmaceutical company. One slide is there actually. I just go back to the slide. Have a look. In situ. This is very much now it's demanding. This pattern. I will share you one of my article on this one. After this lecture. It's very nice actually application nowadays. People are going for in situ applications. Batteries and pharmas we have done it now. The demand is coming in several places because UCL London also.
So basically, like when we work in catalysis, so we are more interested with the silver and gold with the carbon nitride, and we will try. We used to try in situ Raman reaction. So we have to see like what is the Raman effect before the reactions and after the reactions. So if it is done like for basic chemistry, it would be a nice idea.
Yes, it can be done because in our rim setup, only not Raman. Even we have given you now in situ spectroelectrochemistry as well. Because this correcting, because when I measure a liquid sample, our rims or microfusion only we are doing the work, nobody else. The idea is same actually. When you put any particle, any solution in liquid phase, it agglomerates sometimes. Evaporation is a continuous process. At plus 40 also, minus 40 also. You need institute. You need the phase transition. When the material travels inside even 1 centimeter square of water, any liquid, its phase changes. Which may vary. It happens actually. Even in one of the hospitals in Rohtak, we observed that. Exactly the same problem they had. But they had in the terms of virus or some other chemical. But the philosophy was same what you're talking about. Very important aspect. That's why, now what we are doing is we are stretching the polymer film, stretching it and changing the pattern. Raman film is like this. For example, the haze and gloss of a film is perfect. When I stretch it out, peel it off, right? The haze and gloss changes. Right? Sometimes barrier property may also change. So how the Raman behaves. We have done so many experiments on that. Now we have started launching our own packaging films. So these are very important tests, sometimes for process control parameters. Yeah.
And regarding this graphene oxide, so are you selling only support or are you putting some metals and selling it?
No, right now we are selling. Yeah. This year we have started making master batches, right? Paints, coatings, everything we have started. We have purchased dual use factory now. Till this time, last 3 years, we have been selling only Geo, MLGO, RGO, aerosol, and sometimes dispersion. Total around 40 to 50 kg was our capacity.
Okay. And maybe my last question now, I just wanted to ask, what do you think about the future of carbon nitride materials in India? So how do you think about it?
Yeah, it's very actually, how you come to the point in our Pondicherry unit. That is only our flow. This is only our philosophy.
You already started working on it.
Yeah, because Pondicherry unit is dedicated for that.
That's great. That's
great. Right.
Yeah.
Pondicherry is a huge factory. That is the area, I told you because country was lacking. No one thought on these lines. So we have started factory for it. Our chief scientific officer, Dr. Carmel Mary, is listening, I think. She is a little bit expert on that. She will take care. I will connect you both of you. She's expert on that. Carmel was earlier Hamiltonian. Now she joined us. So she knows this science. So we both can, interact. I invite you sometime to Pondicherry unit. Have a look how you're doing it.
Okay, so that's it from our side. And regarding this scholarship, definitely we will contact you. Sure. And we used to send our student for implant training, IPD training. So definitely we will also contact you. If someone is interested in material chemistry or any other thing.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Anyone can.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So students, any questions?
Student, you can ask question. Don't worry. Question could be crazy also. Question is question. Why worry?
Yeah. Especially, who are interested in entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah. So Carmel is writing here. She will talk to you.
Vishnu.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yes, ask Vishnu.
I'm still processing the wonderful presentations.
Dr. Joshi, this is Parag Nemade. I had one question.
Yes, please.
Graphene oxide synthesis is typically very effluent generating. How do you work with that effluent amount, or how much amount you may generate typically?
No, our method is not synthesis. Sorry, don't mistake me. We never use the word synthesis. We use the word production, mass production. What we are doing, we are not using Hammer's method, all these things. You can never produce master product. Even CVD cannot do master product. is a lollipop. It's impossible. CVD name itself tells deposition. We cannot deposit 100 kg per day or 1000 kg per day. Impossible. What we are doing? We have a top-down mechanical route. It's a patented technique, PCT, right? We are separating the layers. Nothing. हम layer को separate कर रहे हैं. Graphite से कुछ नहीं कर रहे. Right? We are not using any kind of conventional technique to produce that, or you can ever produce even 50 grams per day. Right? And what I'll do, Vishnu, Prabhakar, what if you have something to know insights of this one, right? How we do this chemical separation techniques. You know, you go visit our factory. We have installed so many reactors in jungles. Our technique is actually a combustion reactor, collect the waste in our wild beads, carbon, and treat under chemically separation technique, top-down technique, and separate the layers. Right? Otherwise, you cannot produce. Now we are targeting 200 kg per day. Is impossible. Otherwise, you cannot commercialize the science. Impossible. All methods, normally these terms comes in synthesis, laboratory scale. Synthesis, we don't use the word even in our company. Right? Because,
and how much carbon to oxygen ratio do you get?
They are different, based on, it's customized. RG is different, right? MLG is different. Depend, you can customize. Battery on tire industry is asking around 85% sometimes, only 60%, you know, that can be controlled. It's customized at your choice. There are around 70 grades of GORGs. You can customize your need. Let us know what exactly you want. You have to tell us your application first, because we have the sense where to apply. So we can advise you, let's try this one, you know, simulate the conditions. Normally you have to simulate the conditions in initial fluid trials.
Okay, interesting. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Hi, myself Soman. I have the few questions. It was a nice talk. In case of the in situ Raman, so when we are measuring the in situ Raman, we generally know the very fast. So how much it's effective? Because reaction is happening in the femtosecond time scale or in the picosecond time scale. So how this time scale is effective or managed by the Raman during this reaction?
Yeah, see, here philosophy is something is better than nothing. If you can develop a femtosecond detector, it will happen very nicely. First, right now we don't have a micro level, let's achieve macro level. There's no in situ techniques apart from RI can develop at macro level. For micro level, we got to be nano level, then we'll talk femto level. Because everything is possible. We supplied one machine to one professor in IIT Madras, a renowned professor. He is picking direct photons go to the sea, because initially we thought, because he's using electrospray, you know, the water scientist, electrospray. What technique is they are using in one of the slides. See, they are using direct photon pickup from the path. It all depends actually simulating the conditions. Because from path, you have to pick up a photon. It's nothing to do with femtosecond, picosecond, nothing to do with that. If you are able to put your sample in line the path, you've done. You have done. Right? This is the only idea here. Right now, we are going
to Actually, no, we are getting the data after the reaction. No? If it is happen after femtosecond time scale or the picosecond time scale, which data we are acquiring in the Raman, that means we are acquiring after this reaction. So we are getting starting and after the reaction. In the middle, if some transition state is going on.
No, but I got you. How you are placing your sample? See, you have two options. Move the probe. First thing is the only option. Right? What we are doing in packaging film, we are stretching it like this and moving the probe. So we have to design an experiment. There could be a possibility of a design experiment for you. Because simply saying, okay, we can do it, just show me something, how we can design, what exactly you are looking for. Detector could be picosecond, femtosecond. Because we don't make femtosecond detector, it's not required. In a company, we work on need-based.
Yes, basic. Yeah, time resolved Raman, it's possible to measure that of this transition state and everything. Yeah.
Time is also time is also perception. Perception. Raman is Raman. It could be SCR. Time is always just software calculation. No, exactly. See, time is always that is software calculation. Raman is Raman. See, basic Raman is same. It's SCRS, it's time result. There are certain mathematical calculation changes. In time result, you can try in a better way. You can try in a better way because the software is taken care of the same way. The mechanics is something like that. But even time result is not possible unless you don't move your stage. If the elaboration happening, something is happening in rotation, right? Something happens, some rheology is changing, something is some Newtonian Bernoulli movement is happening, you have to move your stage. Otherwise, you can try this one. You have to, it's a very tricky kind of experiment. You can frame it out. I can ask you to visit our laboratory sometime. We have everything. We have hundreds of Raman. Just try this one, where you can get it. You have moving stages also, stationary also. You can frame some of this. The time result is software calculation. First, fix the experiment is important. Fix the light path when the center is agglomerating or something is happening, movement input, HFD, rotations are happening. Sometimes, you know, I have seen one fluid, it's a Newtonian initially, then becomes turbulent. Then how the measure is focused. So we could define some kind of mechanisms. Okay.
And one more question, the combo setup, that is the micro absorption, microfluorescence, and the Raman. What will be the approximate cost of that instrument?
Very tough you asked. Very tough you asked. See, it depends basically. See,
Dr.
depends.
Joshi, I think it's recording.
Yeah, it's recording. It's recording.
We'll ask the same question.
Yeah, it depends. Our
Yes,
basic
that's
Raman.
important for us.
Yes, our basic Raman. Our basic Raman, in Raman and DIMS, we have around 32 models. 32 models. Our basic direct coupled Raman, which starts from non-imaging around 26 lakhs approximately, right? Then keep on imaging 36. Keep on adding the modules now. How many detectors you want? This may go around 2 crores, 2.5 crores. Depends what modules you want. But one thing is there, if you buy the same individually from anywhere, the cost will be more than 2. That's correct.
Suppose we have the Raman spectroscopy, can we upgrade with this microfluorescence and microabsorption?
No, what Raman you have? Which make you have? Tell me. That is
Already you
direct.
have.
No. What
Yeah.
Raman you have? That is direct coupled. Is a fiber optic. Which Raman you have? आप मुझे नाम बता दो मैं समझ जाऊंगा कौन सा है का नाम बता दो बहुत
Can't say any idea which company is this?
We have Renisha.
We have Horiba, I think.
Yeah, Renisha. Horiba. Our first machine was compared as sonograph IIT Indore was Horiba Labyrinth. So see, they are 50 years old company. We are 10 years old company. And
Yeah,
I can
you
tell you,
upgrade that thing?
why should we touch their machines? Our turnover is crores of crores. Not required. Peanuts for us. There are 8 factories in India. Why should we do that? Instrumentation is a small business area for us now. We don't do that.
And actually, we have bought that thing. Now
We
just
can,
want to
no,
upgrade in
we
the
can, no, we don't touch other ones. We can assist you. This is not
Okay.
none of our business.
Okay.
We can assist you. Of course, yes. I like science, you know. I like science.
Yes.
Our sale, 70% export. 70% export. Korea, 185 systems right now. Right. Our exports very high. So yes, we can, because as a science, I like science. I'm from a scientific background, from National Physical Laboratory. I started my career. We can work together. Something comes out. We can assist you on that. But we don't touch other machines.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Students?
Students are why? Students, see, Dr. Moro, you know, we have one module. Our RI works in a cloud system, you know, cloud. We have our own cloud, like Apple RI cloud. We have given a provision inside. What happens sometimes, you know, because our service is very strong, around 100 engineers only for servicing 24/7. Sometimes scholars have a kind of some feeling. Don't write. We have given
They ask, I don't know why they are silent today.
we have given a provision to them. You can record your voice and send it to us. Idea is you must solve your purpose. That's the only idea. You ask questions if you have some query. Don't feel that it could be something wrong. I was not knowing Raman 10 years ago. But today we are the leaders in Raman spectroscopy, the largest suppliers. It happens.
Hello.
Farhan.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening, sir. Harsh.
Good evening.
Sir, I might be wrong. I'm going to
No,
give
no,
a
no.
try. I have a
You are
doubt.
not wrong.
I
Yes.
have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So, Raman basically we can use for characterizing a sample, correct? So, can we have a system? I studied somewhere that we can have a module in which we can have a real-time imaging using SEM and TEM. If we are carrying out any reaction, like if we have a catalyst and it's under a reaction in real time, we can have a what you can say exactly activity or any surface changes. So is it possible in Raman
See. It's real time happening in Forensic Lab Dharamsala.
Okay.
It's real time happening. This video is moving. I'll share the video to Manoj, just share me your WhatsApp. It's real time, of course. Forensic they do real time.
So we can have any high pressure catalytic reaction.
Yes, you can.
And we
Yes,
can we can see that how much time on the stream the catalyst might degrade, or it can have any surface change or any temperature.
Yeah, see, Raman actually not exactly that tool you're talking about. Raman give the signature. You can give you some based on Raman. You can do so many analysis, right? But there are certain limitations. I share you one small thing here. I may be also wrong now, my dear friend. I also may be wrong. Correctly. You have FTIR Raman, FT Raman. See how funny it is, the idea. FTIR is infrared spectroscopy, and Raman has nothing to do in the higher range. What information you are getting out of it? Lollipop पकड़ा रहे क्या बेच के? Raman has nothing to do after 1060 gate number, लेकिन not available. And IR starts at 1200. What information I am getting out of it? That's why I say do innovation which is really logical. This kind of product, if I launch in market, what is the meaning of the product? IR and Raman is a very nice technique for visible range. Infrared spectroscopy 1800 nanometer पहुंच जाता है जाके. क्या हमें information? What information I'm getting out of it? Please advise me sometime. My email is there. I have sent even big lectures on the BBC interview has told. Give me something important. Ask the big suppliers to the world. Tell me what information you're getting from FT Raman. So sometimes what happens, my dear, we do some experiment for just doing the experiment. We are not supposed to do that experiment, still we are doing the experiment. Right? In company, we only focus, can we sell that or not? If we cannot sell that, stop here itself today. Stop it, because we don't want that. Our idea, we are not a typical research center. We do research only when we can sell it and apply it for the masses. No, that's our idea here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, Venkat, I can see you here. Maybe if you have any questions. Venkat, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, sir. I'm
Good evening.
Farhan Sheikh. Sir, I had a question regarding your graphene research labs. Is that how far or how close is India towards producing the graphene aerogel?
Graphene aerogel, yes. Graphene aerogel actually we can produce very nicely. Only the demand is how much. Demand is how much. In last 3 years, we produce aerogel only 2 times. It costs crores of rupees, right? Demand. We can produce. We produce. Our Kunal does this very nicely. But demand is important. For example, our biggest clients are for cement plants nowadays. 3 lakh kilo का माल बिक जाना है ना, शाम को 10 किलो 15 किलो. One should focus on that. If there is a demand, we can produce. Very nice, we can produce. We produce already. Only need based. If you have some query, I think yes, we are getting business out of it. We don't mind appointing 10 people tomorrow morning. It's business, right? So demand must be there, my dear. Company works on demand based. But aerosol, yes. See, like sometimes people say single layer graphene, aerosol. They are good, but you have to see finally how many people can afford them, and for what? For what? So economics works finally. That's why I told my slide. Better R&D doesn't mean increase the cost. Nobody going to buy it. Reduce the cost. Maintain the cost.
Dr. Joshi just wanted to ask, he asked just now aerogel. What about the lightweight graphene? Have you the lightweight graphene, like, are you preparing it or?
Yeah, see, graphene lightweight means what exactly you mean by lightweight graphene? Because
I mean, like, the large surface area and, so.
Yeah, we can go up to, yes, our RGO is supplying to every day 3-4 kg for 1 day around 650 BET, 650 BET. And recently, I think I posted in LinkedIn also, we are now applied a complete packaging, RGO, 650, more than that surface area for packaging industries. On Motherson Group also, we have given 650 high surface area. Because it's required for packaging is very important. Lower company over. because otherwise the cost versus input versus output cost must be balanced somehow. 650, even require something more, we can try on that. Because right now, normally around 350, 450, and something around maximum 650, we have clients. They ask for the PhD certificate. You can try it.
Okay.
Now we have make graphene textiles. We have lost that, and threads for textile industries.
Okay, guys, any other questions?
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello.
It's a general question, not regarding the science. Sir, so as you said that if we have any idea, we should implement it. So instead of implementing it, is there anything you would have done differently when you started it out? And also, how did you decide to establish your company?
Yes, okay, there's something to ask. In 2008, I thought of producing one movie, regional movie. And my whole family opposed me, or don't do this job, you are become mad or something like that. A lot of stuff happened. But I produced a movie, Teen Aakhar. This movie was a blockbuster hit. Blockbuster hit. Huge revenue gain. Right? I got 5, 6 national international awards for that. You watch it sometime. I produced and directed. That day I decided, if I'm a man from non-movie background, of course my wife supported me for this. If I can make a blockbuster hit, so I can do something different. But in 2010, again I thought of, I thought of doing job again. So I have been interviewed by one of our competitor companies. The interview happened inside IIT. I was there and they was there. And I asked them some salary to them because that time I was a country head for some company. I was getting a good package. I asked around 50-20% higher salary. Normally, it's 9. I not ask something triple of that. This person told me, now you are going to be part of a multinational company. You have to work in the same salary. I said, wow, sounding very funny. I said, give me sir 10 minutes. I came to IIT Roorkee Gate, had one cup of tea and went back after 10 minutes. I told him, gentlemen, now I prefer to be your competitor rather than your employer. And today, our sales volume is 4 times more than that. 4 times. 4 times. When crores of customers. Right? There's a story started. I took I accepted a challenge nobody gave me. For becoming entrepreneur, there is no book, no institute, nothing. Consequences, circumstances, incidents, and accidents make to happen. Nothing else. No book is there. Even a guy is writing management book, he is unable to sell the book. What management is writing? Right? These things comes by virtue. Sometimes conditions comes in this way, you become an entrepreneur. You become a successful entrepreneur. Right? So, but only thing is that you believe in your process. If your process is correct, success has to follow you, need not to follow success. सफलता आपके पास आती है, आपको नहीं जाना. So, that was all done.
Yeah. Any more questions, students? Okay, I think that was all. I hope. And yeah, thank you very much for all the motivation. I think the students will be, they will be thinking about entrepreneurship now, because even now, entrepreneurship from academia to entrepreneurship transfer is not that easy and not that, famous till now. So let's hope that our students are very much motivated, and also thank you very much for sharing the information about the scholarship. That would be also helpful. Okay, so I thank you on behalf of whole ICT Marathwada campus family. Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you, Dr. Joshi. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.